Hi all, good morning. Today we are going to see Mayer's relation Cp C suffix P Cv C suffix V is equal to R. Cp minus Cv is equal to R. It is called Mayer's relation. So before we go into derivation, let me see what is the definition of Cp and Cv. Specific heat capacity of a gas at constant pressure is called Cp. Specific heat capacity of a gas at constant volume is called Cv. Molar specific heat capacity at constant pressure is also mentioned by the symbol Cp. Molar specific heat capacities of the gas at constant volume is mentioned by Cv. What is the difference between specific heat and molar specific heat? First, we will see specific heat. So, by changing a small word, the definition turns into molar specific heat. What do you mean by specific heat capacity? There are two specific heat capacities for a gas, but for solids and liquids there is only one specific heat capacity. Suppose if you are giving some amount of heat energy, pressure and volume of the gas changes. So we are having two specific heat capacities for a gas. So Cp, definition for Cp, the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass of gas, that means 1 kg of gas, through 1 Kelvin is called, suppose if you are doing at constant pressure, the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass of gas through 1 Kelvin at constant pressure is called specific heat capacity at constant pressure. The same thing, the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass of gas through 1 Kelvin at constant volume. We are doing the same process by keeping pressure constant, by volume constant. If you are doing by keeping pressure constant, it is called specific capacity at constant pressure. So if you are doing the same process by keeping volume constant, it is called specific heat capacity at constant volume. So what is molar specific heat capacity? Only small difference. So you are taking unit mass of gas, that means 1 kg of gas. Instead of 1 kg of gas, suppose you are taking 1 gram mole of gas. So here derivation also we are going to consider 1 gram mole of gas only. So if you are considering 1 gram mole of gas, the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram mole of gas through 1 Kelvin at constant pressure is called specific heat capacity, molar specific heat capacity at constant pressure, that means Cp. The amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram mole of gas at constant volume is called specific heat capacity at constant volume. So if you are doing at constant pressure, it is called Cp. If you are doing at constant volume, it is called Cv. So what is the difference between specific heat and molar specific heat? If you are considering unit mass of gas, that means 1 kg of gas, it is called specific heat. If you are considering 1 gram mole of gas, it is called molar specific heat. So let us consider 1 gram mole of gas enclosed in a cylinder fitted with a piston. So we will study in two cases initially. So the piston, I am keeping volume constant, I am giving some quantity of heat to the system. By keeping volume constant, I am giving some quantity of heat to the system. So by keeping volume constant, if you are giving some quantity of heat to the system, it is called Cv units of heat. So we are giving Cv units of heat to the system. So what happens to the gas enclosed in the cylinder? Internal energy of the gas only changes. So I am giving some quantity of heat by keeping volume constant. If you are keeping volume constant, you are giving some quantity of heat. That quantity of heat is utilized to increase the internal energy only in first case. Some quantity of heat we are giving. So the pressure increases, temperature also increases. If pressure increases, automatically some work should be done by the gas. So it should move, the piston should move. But it should not move because by keeping pressure constant we are studying. So I am placing some weight on the piston, not to move. So in next case what I am doing, I am allowing the piston to move upward. I am giving some quantity of heat by keeping pressure constant, but I am allowing the piston to move upward. So if even temperature increases, the pressure increases. By moving some distance, a small distance dx, the pressure can be maintained constant. But the volume changes from V1 to V2. So initially the volume is V1. So by keeping pressure constant, The volume changes from V1 to V2. So in second case, I am giving some quantity of heat by keeping pressure constant, that is called Cp units of heat. So if you are giving quantity of heat at constant pressure, it is called Cp. If you are giving quantity of heat keeping volume constant, it is called Cv. So dq is equal to Cp, du is equal to Cv. What do you mean by dq and du? You know first law of thermodynamics, already we have studied. According to first law of thermodynamics, the quantity of heat supplied to the system, that means dq, is utilized for two purposes. One is to increase the internal energy of the system, that means du. Another one is to do the work done. So why you are using a differential term dq, du, dw? Because they are all small quantities. To mention they are all small quantities, we are using the differentiation term. X is big, dx is small. So likewise, q is quantity of heat, dq is small quantity of heat. U is internal energy, change in internal energy. Du is small change in internal energy. W is work done. dw is small change in work done. So in order to mention small, we are using in differentiation term. So according to first law of thermodynamics, dq is equal to du plus dw. So by using the first law of thermodynamics, we are going to derive simply Cp minus Cv is equal to R. So by keeping pressure constant, you are giving some quantity of heat, that is called Cp. By keeping volume constant, you are giving some quantity of heat, that is called du is equal to Cv. Because this quantity of heat will help only to increase internal energy. Here du is equal to Cv, dq is equal to Cp. So dw we don't know, we have to find out dw. To find out dw, what we are doing? Here dw, work done, you know, pressure multiplied by change in volume is called work done. Pressure is P. Change in volume changes from V1 to V2. So change in volume is V2 minus V1. Pressure multiplied by change in volume, PV2 minus PV1. So what do you mean by PV2 minus PV1? How to derive, how to know the value? So by considering gas equation, you know, PV is equal to R, PV is equal to nRT actually. We are considering in the beginning 1 gram mole of gas. If n is equal to 1, we will say PV is equal to RT. So by using this equation, here you consider a case. Initially pressure is P, okay, volume is V1, okay, R universal gas constant. Initially temperature is T, so T. In the next case, what we are doing, I am increasing 1 degree Kelvin. So T plus 1, R is R. Volume changes from V1 to V2 in next case, so PV2. So by in equation 3 and 4, if you are subtracting 4 minus 3, if you are subtracting 4 minus 3, equation 4 minus 3, PV2 minus PV1 is equal to RT plus 1 minus RT. So RT gets cancelled. So we are getting PV2 minus PV1 is equal to R. So already we know from equation 2a subpart PV2 minus PV1 equal to R. That means dW is equal to R, because PV2 minus PV1 is nothing but dW. So we are writing dW is equal to R. From this equation, dq means Cp, du means Cv, dW means just we have found R. So suppose Cv comes this side, Cp minus Cv is equal to R. So we got the Mayer's relation. This is how we simply derive the Mayer's relation by using first law of thermodynamics. Thank you very much.